Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th Mini Golf Tycoon devlog. I actually couldn't get much done this week because I was really busy, but I did start work on some very cool things. I started with making a better rotation system so you can place it at all angles, but there is still an option for angle snapping if you want it nice and perfect. I had been wanting to do this for a very long time, and now that I have, I'm very glad I did. Since I wanted to start working on the AI this week, I modeled a little entrance for the guests to spawn in. Here's a little time lapse. With the entrance in place, it was time to make the guest actually enter the park. So far, it's on a timer. I think every 60 seconds it spawns a guest. They will also spawn with a random name derived from a list of first and last names. Right now this doesn't mean anything, but soon you'll be able to select guests to see more info about them. Then I started making a finite state machine, or FSM for short, for the guest AI. Finite state machines are a mathematical model often used in games, very commonly in developing AI. An FSM is composed of a certain number of states, each state having its own behavior. So for my AI, I currently have two states, idle and wander. You don't ever actually really see the idle state, but it's there. Right when the guest spawns, it's idle for about 2 seconds. Then it changes from idle to wander for the rest of its life. Wander is basically randomizing the position of its target every 5 seconds. I'm going to add more states like golfing or traveling to a specific location, but for now, this will work. I then decided I wanted to make some music for the game. The person who was supposed to do it never even gave me a sample, and although they still might make some music, I just wanted to add it now, so I went ahead and made 4 short tracks that are played randomly in the game. Eventually, I want there to be a lot more music so it isn't so repetitive. One of the songs has been playing for this devlog, but this one is probably one of my favorites. Here's a little section of it. On Thursday or Friday, I went on a trip to Galveston and we went to a mini golf place. You know what that means? More pictures to analyze. Okay, so this time, this part of the devlog is me talking real time. I don't really have a script. So, let's go. This is all the names of the holes that we did. Some of them are pretty interesting, like the big cheese. I actually have a picture of that. My cursor's not red. Okay. A lot of these are pretty cool. I don't have pictures of all of them, but I have pictures of quite a few. So let's just get started with one of them. This is a pretty cool thing. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to make something like it. I can make something similar, maybe like a snake, but not anything this big really, or this well textured. But all it did really, it didn't actually go all the way through it, which at first was what I thought it did. But you had to make a little jump right there, and then it goes into this hole and out a log, and comes out a hole over here, and the hole's over there. Next. A snail. Yes, this was actually really cool. You can't really see it that well, but basically it can either go out that way or that way. But you go up and you have to try and bank it on the side there, and there's a hole right here, and it will come out like around the front of the snail, and the hole is like right there, and it'll angle it towards it. But if you don't go, there's another hole over there, like behind this wall. You can't really see it that well, but that will output you there, like poop out the snail and go around. That is actually interesting to have things with multiple holes that are really hard to get. I think everyone in my family actually either got it in or it just ricocheted out and went over there. Next is the pendulum, I guess. Oh yeah, also this is going to be something that I'm going to put in the game. This is kind of what I meant by T. I don't know how much I've talked about that, but this is how the golfing is going to work. It's going to be a T. But this just swung back and forth. It was pretty cool. I actually really like this place. There was 2 courses here, but we only did 1. It just swung back and forth. Nothing too fancy, but I'm probably going to do something like that. This was fun. This is like the 3rd hole. But it's a thing like this. It goes under. Like, I want high banks like this in my game, definitely. That was just a really cool looking hole. It was satisfying, so I want something like that. This is a hollow log. This is just interesting because it's kind of hard to get it to go straight through if you're hitting it normally. Otherwise, it's probably going to fall into one of the sides, because the hole is right over there. But it's probably going to fall into one of those sides. But the way I actually did it was I hit it and it bounced around, and it just bounced over both of these things, and it came out, and it just hit the wall and went over here anyway, so there was no point in doing. This is just a big dragon. I thought it was cool. There's nothing really interesting here. Don't mind my finger. This was actually really fun. I have a video for this one. I'm going to put it in right about here. Okay, so you saw the cannon. Basically, all it was hitting a ball up and into this, and then it went down a wall on the other side and into the hole over there. That's pretty much all it was. This is just cheese. I want to add this. I don't know if I will until like later, but it's just cool because there's a ton of holes that I can go through. There's so many outcomes. This is the one you wanted to get into. Mine, I think, went to like this one, and it came out over here, bounced, and went into a pit over here. There's like little pits. That's what happened to mine. This was the first hole. It was an ant. It's actually quite interesting because if you hit it too hard, it's either going to go back, or it's going to go through this and go onto the other side where you don't want to be, because the hole's not there. There's actually a hole a chute that will take you over here, and the hole's over there somewhere. And also it's an ant. I would do a spider instead, and the spider would actually be able to move and be animated and stuff. But yeah, that's all the holes that I thought were pretty interesting. I'm trying to keep this pretty short. Yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching this video, by the way. I'll get on with the devlog. I know this video has been really long, actually my longest YouTube video yet, and that's because of the pictures and the music. Also, this devlog came out a little early. By the time you're seeing this, it's Christmas for me, so I didn't want to work on that day really. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next week.